as far as we're concerned, as far as the Bodhisattvas are concerned as well, even though it's less pronounced with them as with us, it's designed to help us open our mind, help remind us to be open-minded, keep an open mind, because there's lots of things, the universe is beyond our imagination, beyond human knowledge, and therefore you should keep an open mind. These are the things that the Buddha taught the Bodhisattvas, and therefore this is the kinds of high-level truths for the people who are enlightened, okay? Even though we're not at that level yet, but they also, because thanks to the explanation of Great Master Xinhua, we're able to benefit from it as well through his explanations. We bring him down to our level, okay? That's point number one. Keep an open mind. Well, if you do that, the more you listen to the sutra, the more open-minded you become. All right? Number two, these are very, very, in this chapter, the celestial kings, celestial world rulers, are celestial kings here. They are actually Mahasattvas, from my understanding, from my guess. And based on what they do, their dharma doors and so forth. Okay, so these Mahasattvas, they manifest themselves as celestial kings, and some of them even become animals or spirits or low-level beings in order to help living beings. Okay, so there's nothing these bodhisattvas, mahasattvas are not willing to do in order to help us, including taking on our forms similar to us, so that it's easy for us to understand them and connect with them. Okay, so these beings are very, very special. The mindsets are to benefit us, whatever it takes. And finally, the mindset is a mindset of goodness. The more wisdom you have, the gooder your heart becomes. Okay? Conversely speaking, if you want to aspire to be like them, because some of them might be of interest to you, they're specialized in doing certain things that will appeal to you. You see that they got there because they've been honing the goodness in their heart more and more and more. And that is cultivation. Cultivation is not necessarily reciting the Buddha's name, necessarily doing chant. Okay, I remember the first time I shaved my head at my master's temple, thinking erroneously, I mistakenly thought that I'd be able to meditate full time. And it turns out that after I became a novice, I was expected to work full time, not meditate full time. Okay, as a novice, you're not supposed to meditate. Okay, and so to my surprise, I had to work all day. Basically, we get up at 4. We have morning ceremony at 4. We don't get back to our rooms until 9:30. We maybe have half an hour of personal time where we catch up on the sutras, on the reading we were supposed to do. It lights out at 10:30 or so, 10:30 or so. And so you see, the lifestyle was very regimented for a novice. Okay, for that's our lifestyle. And so I didn't have much chance to meditate at all. But it turns out after a year or so, I was beginning to get worried. So I give up everything to work. I didn't have to do this. I could have stayed in my home and worked. What's a big deal? I could have worked there. But it turns out that, to my utter surprise, actually, my kung fu got better, my concentration got better after working for the temple for 10 months or so. Okay? How is it possible? For you novices, people as well, old-timers, this is the nature of cultivation, you will. Don't think that Chan is about crossing your legs. Chan is about walking around and reciting things yet you don't understand. It's totally nonsense to you. Okay? Actually, all those are expedients, are just skill and means to help you increase the concentration. That's all. Okay? And how does the concentration get to increase? You think? Excuse me. I have so much to eat for lunch. We have a good lunch too. Yeah? How do you think you get to improve? Sang Buksanim, you've been with us for over 5 years now. What have you discovered? What is the secret to your success?
Generate blessing.
Generate blessing. Okay. Anyone else? Yeah, that would work. Anyone else? From a land of the sun, anyone has any ideas? No one? These are the most fundamental things about cultivation. And usually you learn it as, I do chant, I do Pureland, I recite mantras. The first year as a novice, I didn't do much of that. I worked. Yes, JMT, what's the common denominator of all these practices?
제 경험으로는 일단 테스트가 있었고 테스트를 통과했을 때 복을 지을 수 있는 기회를 주셨고 그 다음에 인스트럭션을 따랐고 그렇게 진전을 했던 것 같아요.
In my experience, there was a test, and if I passed that test, I had the opportunity to build blessings. So I followed your instruction, and then I progressed.
Follow instructions to make progress. Okay, my point is that the first year of my life as a novice monk, I didn't really follow instructions. In my heart, I wasn't following instructions. I didn't like them. So to say to follow instruction is not correct because they were confused anyway themselves. They gave me a lot of nonsense advices and tips, like about meditation for disciples of a Chan master, Weiyang master. Their comprehension of Chan is very questionable. Still today. At that time, it was questionable already because I tried, it didn't work. Yes, JMT.
그러니까 아까 맞서 제가 말씀드렸던 거는 그냥 그런 조언이 아니라 선지식의 인스트럭션을 말한 거고 앞서서 그 인스트럭션 전에 테스트가 있었고 테스트에 통과했을 때 복을 줄 수 있는 기회를 주셨고 그렇게 진전했다. 그러니까 먼저 테스트가 있었고 테스트에 통과했고 복을 지었다는 게 먼저 제가 말씀드리고 싶었던 포인트예요. 네.
네.
So my point is, I'm not talking about the regular advice. I'm talking about the instruction from a good knowing advisor. And before that, I want to point it out that there was a test first, and then I passed the test, and then I had a chance to build blessings.
You make it sound like it's a limited military training. The tests, and then you have to pass the test, then you get a promotion. Yeah. So complicated. I hope you don't treat your husband like that. Test him first, and he passes the test, then you love him more, cook more, be kinder. Anyone? You give up? Yes, sir. One.
Master, is that endure and try your best?
Endure and try your best. It would not hurt. That's correct. But this is even more fundamental than enduring and trying your best. It is even more important. Yes, Lu Mountain.
Dạ, kính chào thầy. Dạ, con nghĩ là ngoài cái sự chịu đựng còn cái để sống trở về nội tâm của mình. Sống trở về nội tâm của mình, sống về nội tâm.
We didn't hear Vietnamese translation.
Oh, is there a translation? I thought that's...
Hello, Master. Besides enduring, I think that we have to go back and live truly to our own internal mind.
Total internal mind. Okay, live your internal mind. Yeah, live in your mind. Yeah. Okay, why not? Yes, one here.
A Di Đà Phật. Kinh nghiệm của con là giữ giới, tuyệt đối giữ giới mà mình được dạy. Thứ hai là theo sát cái chương trình sinh hoạt ở trong chùa những cái thời công phu.
It's enough, don't overdo it. Okay, that's enough. Stop.
Và thứ ba là làm việc để giúp đỡ người khác, để tạo phước.
Okay.
Amitabha Master. So I think that to my experience, at first we have to keep the precept and follow exactly what was instructed. And second is follow the program at the temple. And third thing is to help other people create blessings.
Okay, very good. Anyone else? Okay, let me tell you. Yes, in the back. Absolutely.
Faith in triple jewel and good oil advisor.
Is that in Korean?
Faith in triple jewel, the triple jewel and good knowing advisor.
Okay. Anyone else? All those are not wrong. Okay. But let me simplify for you using words in English that everyone can understand. Okay? What is the secret to your success? The secret is, you look at, I gave you a hint already, you look at these celestial kings, you look at these Mahasattvas, okay? We study them, we hear what they do, what they aspire to do, this person wants to do that, the other person wants to do that. What is the same common denominator of all these Mahasattvas? What is it? Two.
They want to help others.
They want to help others. Okay, how do you have this mind of helping others? You want to help your son. You want to help your husband. You want to help your neighbor. Huh? You want to help your family. You want to help your friends. What is the basis of that? What makes you want to help? Inheritance? No? Praises? Yes, one.
Mình làm những việc gì mà mình khuyến khích dẫn dắt họ vào trong Phật pháp.
Okay.
Họ hiểu và làm theo Phật pháp.
What is the basis of this desire to help? What drives you to want to help? This is you. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about you. This is the same thing we all have in common. What drives you to want to help your husband? What drives you to want to help your wife? What drives you to want to help your ex-boyfriend? What drives you? What drives you? Yes, too.
I feel it's the goodness in the person and the compassion.
You should become a nun.
I want to at some point.
The desire to help folks is driven by the goodness in your heart. Okay? So when you become gooder, that I keep on stressing for you, you naturally want to help more. Because you overflowing with this goodness here that comes out, that wells up inside of you. It translates into actions, folks. It's not false thinking. It's not daydreaming. It's this drive to help others that's originated from the goodness of your heart. Agree or disagree? Huh? It doesn't matter who they are. It's someone you know, someone you don't know. It doesn't matter. But when you want to help someone, it's because of the goodness here in your heart. It's there already. Is that clear? You agree? This is cuts through the chase, cuts through all the words, all the sales pitches, all the false promises, all the things they want you to believe. I want you to believe in yourself. Look at yourself. Why are you such a person that has so many friends, who has the people look up to, they admire you, they trust you, they want to draw near you, your children, your son is getting closer to you now, isn't he? You know, he likes daddy more than before, yeah? It's because people respond very favorably to the good energy in you. They can't put the fingers on that. They can't explain why is it I like you. And then when you ask them, why do you like her? And you say, oh, because she's kind, because she's sweet, because she's adorable, because she's always nice to me, because she's so compassionate. All those things, all those have the same common denominator, goodness in the heart. And it's important for me to tell you that because it's a reminder for you. The best way to teach your children is what? Make your heart gooder. Because it's very infectious. When your heart is gooder, it affects your husband, affects your wife, affects your children. They look at you and they like it. And they say, I want to be like that. To me, that's the most powerful lesson you can give your children, is become a gooder person. Yes, in the future, their life circumstances will run, your son will run across a woman who is kind of not a very nice person, okay? And of course, he's going to lose faith in other goodness and so forth because it doesn't pay towards her, all those things. But the core is still there, and it's just waiting to be unearthed, to be activated. It has to be there. And that's very Buddhist. The Buddhist is that we help you plant those seeds of great goodness, great good in your heart. And that's fundamental to your happiness, okay? And it is critical to your being satisfied with yourself. Because you will not be happy unless you meet your own criteria of goodness. You don't need it from others. You don't need her to praise you. That helps, but that's secondary. You approve of yourself first. Implicitly. Yeah? Because you approve yourself, you want to do more. And when you do more, that's when others approve of you more. And that is Buddhism. It's not the books, it's not the Buddha, it's about you. It's about harnessing that goodness in your heart. If your heart is gooder, it's much easier for you to have more concentration. Okay? Yeah, Chan is coming from the other side where we teach you techniques for you to increase your concentration, okay? And practice kindness and so forth, that's outside. But for inside, it's the goodness, okay? That brings you to the same spot, okay? Of the best in you. The best in these world rulers. Okay? What is that noise? Any questions? And that to me, this is why when I look at all these celestial beings here and they explain, they see how they see the Buddha, what they see the Buddha do, and what they like about it and so forth. Okay, it's about the manifestation of the goodness in the Buddha's heart, in their heart, in this Mahasattva's heart. And that's the same common denominator for all of us. Doesn't matter who you are. You could be evil, you could be black, you could be white, okay? But we all share the same treasure there, the goodness in our heart, okay? It transcends ethnicity, national boundaries, age, and you name it. The goodness is the same for all of us. That's how we connect in such a deep level Don't forget that. Okay? People are distracted by money, by power, by adulation, and so forth. But you know, we all share the same language of goodness in our heart that helps us reach out to each other and connect with each other in such a meaningful way. Yes, your husband looks different from you, but there's a goodness there, I see, that binds you together. You know, yes, you disagree. Your thinking is wrong. You're so immature. You're so, all those things. There's always disagreements, but it's the same bond right there that makes the relationship survive all tests, all the challenges. I'm not talking about your husband because it's very unlikely that going to survive a lot of challenges, but it's between you and your son, you and your daughter, Questions and comments? And that's why I want to remind all of you, especially you monks and nuns, when we bring you into our training program and want to give you this specialized attention for you to receive training, it's for the express purpose of harnessing the goodness in your heart. No matter you are a killer, ex-policewoman, doesn't matter, we forgive you. Okay? As long as we see that your heart is getting gooder and gooder, you're on the right track. Is that clear? On the other hand, if you're a left-home person and you receive this training, you learn how to concentrate, you learn how to recite mantra, you learn how to do all these things better than others. But if, when given with a choice between bettering yourself at the expense of the others, in particular harming the others, if you choose wrong, okay, then this program is not for you. Okay? That goes back to my original point. That is, when I was a novice, I simply worked from morning till night, teaching at the school. It wasn't really work, it's just terrorizing kids. It's funny, yeah, I hate children. I end up teaching children. Anyway, so all day I worked for 10 months straight, okay? And one day when I said, this is enough, I'm not learning, I'm not meditating enough, I don't want this. So I thought of leaving, and then it dawned on me, I improved. What happened? Because in that environment, I became gooder. So when you become gooder, you should pay attention, girl. When you become gooder, your heart becomes gooder. It's so much easier for you to concentrate. Guaranteed. Just be gooder. And it's so much easier. And so if for you to increase your concentration, become gooder and gooder and gooder and gooder. It's internal. You don't need anyone to tell you that you're gooder or you're much better person. Your concentration increases. You're kinder. You're more relaxed. You're so much more pleasant. And you're happy inside. It's so pleasant to be around you. And funny, worldly people, especially here in this country here, we're taught to go collect some wildflowers to bring to our mother. Okay, mommy, I just got some flowers in the field at the temple, on the side of the temple there for you. Shh, don't do that, okay? But you collect those flowers and present your mom, say, mommy, I love you. Okay? All those are only manifestation of how much you like your mom. So what people fail to see, to me, it's a shame to me to see that, is to see that happen, is that I see a kid's heart becoming gooder from the love he has for his mom. Because when he gives you the flowers on my temple there, and you light up and you say, oh, then I should be gooder because it makes her happy. Okay? That's what you need to nurture in your children. It's not about being right. It's not that important. Being right is only temporary. Okay? The boyfriend will change. Okay? And if it doesn't work, you can always find another husband. Okay? But the gooder in your heart is irreplaceable. It stays with you. It makes you a better person. And someone will appreciate you more for it. And that comes because you need to pass the test, folks. Meaning that you'll be given with an opportunity to choose. If I choose this to benefit me, get what I want, I know full well it will hurt someone else badly. What do I do? Me at the expense of others, or no, I pass this time. That is cultivation, folks. The world is too obsessed with measurable things such as that will help you be recognized as a success, having success as a successful person in the form of fame, notoriety, the amount of followers on YouTube and on TikTok and so forth, your bank account and so forth. Okay? And those are not necessarily the most important things in life. Okay? People are overly obsessed with approval, and the measure of success to me are kind of misleading. Let me tell you, I gauge your success not because of where you sit or and other things. I measure success by your samadhi. And your samadhi is the direct reflection of your goodness. Shh. That's a Buddhist secret. So I, as a novice, was able to improve my concentration because I chose to let go of my ickiness. When I was given a choice, I had to choose me to get what I want at the expense of others. Yes, I have to hurt someone to get what I want. Sounds familiar? Hi, Hitler. Huh? Sounds familiar? Huh? Very often in our lives, we are presented with those choices. We have to face those choices. Me, in order to get what I want, it will have to be at the expense of someone else. What would I choose? That's The only time it matters, not right now. Right now is nothing. We eat, we have a good lunch, we enjoy ourselves, we smile, we be pleasant. And it will not make much changes to us except for our weight. Did you have a good lunch? Huh? See what I mean? Okay. That's just not a big of a deal. It's only when, to me, it's only when you have to choose between hurting someone to get what you want and not hurting someone. That's when you become a better person. That's when you improve. The reason you stagnate is because you keep on choosing yourself. Does it help? Okay, that's today's lesson. Let's go. That's enough for today. This is as profound as I can get. I cannot do more than this, better than this, okay? Questions and comments? Your job as teachers is number one, to create an environment that reinforces that. Number two, encourage them to be gooder, like my master did for us. He created this temple in his Chinese temple there that we just lived. We just go through our days and working, and automatically during the day we choose not to harm others. So the test is much easier. The test I gave you is real life test where, it's between me get what I want, okay, knowing full well that this woman here will be hurt because of my selfishness. Do I choose that, or will I stop myself? That's what happens to real life. But in my master's temple, it's just like, we just do things that are natural because it's very constructive, a very positive environment. We don't need to cheat, we don't need to steal, we don't need to worry about making money, okay? We don't need to worry about, like a temple where if I get paid, will I get paid more than the next sunim? We don't have to worry about those issues. Okay? No room for jealousy. Like, how come he's making more money than me? Like he's getting paid more than me in a temple. No such a thing. Okay? So that's the bottom line. So this environment it's like that. You don't have to make a lot of tough choices. Just follow along, follow the guidelines. But in your daily life, that's what it matters, folks. Choose well. Choose no harming. Choose no selfishness. Don't choose yourself. Choose to take a loss to benefit others is what the Chinese are taught. Not a bad idea. That's what my master did, my Shishima did. He chose to take a loss every single day towards everyone. I don't see him as looking at me and trying to benefit from me at all. Never, ever. That's why I idolize him. He's the only person I met alive who's like that. Very special individual because his heart is made of gold. It's so good in there. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I remember my grandma and sometimes my mom, although not very often. My mom's kind of evil, very evil. But I remember these people because I remember the love my grandma had for me. And when she looked at me, okay, with that loving eyes there is full of goodness. To me, is one of the best gifts in my life to be able to see that kind of love. I remember it. Before she would visit me and simply sit on my sofa and look at me. That's all. So only later I realized that there's so much love, so much goodness in that love. Anyway, it's not about me. Questions and comments? Okay, shall we go into some Dharma for change instead of just gabbing? Okay, so just to remind you, because this is a very long sutra, please don't worry about it. It's not meant for you to understand. It's meant for you just to listen. And you like something, it will register naturally. If you are curious about something, please feel free to ask, okay? But don't worry, these are seeds of tremendous wisdom, tremendous seeds of great goodness, because we were talking about these super beings, supermen, super girls, who are pure goodness. So when you hear of them, you hear what they do, you begin to plant the seeds of, a feeling of what these good people do, what they're like. Okay? That's what it's meant to do. Don't worry about understanding. Don't worry about, what does it do for me? No, it's about planting seeds of great goodness by hearing about them. Even the names. Okay? Buddha is pure goodness. That's what it means. Buddha also means the pure goodness that you also possess in your heart right now. If you only give it a chance to surface. You don't allow it to surface, unfortunately. Because you don't trust the next person next to you. She's up to something for sure, Look at those eyes. How can you trust them? Is there a song called Those Lying Eyes? Hey, Jesse. From the Eagles, I think. Those Lying Eyes. Okay, Jesse's gone. And I just look at someone and go for it. And I just look at that person and I said, how on earth can you find goodness in your wife? How is it possible? Okay, let's go back to the sutra text here. Okay, so the text says, where were we? 98. So it has to be 25. Okay. Using immeasurable experience based on great wisdom, the Buddha expounds for flocks of creatures all and everywhere. He enters the true practice of Supreme Bodhi Vajrayana skillfully contemplates this. So these great beings, these Mahasattvas, they spoke these verses to praise the Buddha, superior deeds. This is deeds of great goodness that even themselves, these world rulers, these Mahasattvas, are so impressed with. He said, wow, I wish I could do this. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, and we were, last week, we talked about using immeasurable experience based on great wisdom, Buddhas, and especially Mahasattvas. Okay, they have great wisdom. They have a lot of wisdom. Great wisdom means that this kind of wisdom here can benefit the great multitudes, not the wisdom to benefit themselves only. That's not called wisdom. If you only know how to benefit yourself, become richest man in the world, okay, the smartest man in the world, that's to benefit yourself primarily. And that's not goodness, great goodness. The Buddhas, in contrast, they has great wisdom because that wisdom is used to benefit the great multitudes. Okay, how does it benefit the great multitudes? By using so many expedients. Expedients are the kinds of skills that you have when you have true wisdom. Okay, so that's why even bodhisattvas, they don't have experience. They don't know how to use experience because the wisdom is not profound enough. Okay, so it takes about at least a level of Mahasattva before you can learn to use expedience. The Buddhas are top dog. They're the best at using expedience. Okay? And how does he benefit living beings? Everyone. Buddhas, they use expedience to speak sutra to all sorts of living beings. That's what he does. The best way for these beings to benefit others, okay, the great multitudes, is to expound the Dharma. I would like to help you understand a little bit more by drawing an analogy. Okay? This wisdom is very important. Never mind about the living being. Let's talk about you and your children. Okay? If you as parents, you want to really help your children, okay, then you want to help them in the long haul. Yes? Not just like right now. Okay? Right now is, for example, teaching them that to cheat a little as long as they don't get caught. And they get away with it, no problem. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay? That's a very short term. That's a benefit. It's beneficial, isn't it? Okay? You get away with it and you get what you want. But teaching for the long haul is that, okay, in contrast, maybe take a loss. And so that's a difference between being short-sighted and being experienced. Yes? As someone who's older, who can be a mentor to the next generation. That's a very small scale, personal scale for you. Whereas Buddhas is way beyond that, not just your children, okay, but about all living beings of the world. So they require the wisdom to be able to help them all in the long haul. And what's the best way to do that? Is to speak Dharma for them. What is speaking Dharma for them? Many aspects. The one thing that applies to all of us is do good, do not do evil. That's fundamental. Okay? When he teaches all these creatures, Buddhas always go back to that. Do no evil, do all good. To all creatures, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, whether you're black, you're white, do no evil, do good. If you can do more good, great, go for it. Don't hesitate. When you can benefit at the expense of others, that's evil. As far as Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are concerned, don't do that. Okay? It's fundamental. Okay? So that's why, think about it. How often will your children have a chance to learn this at school? Kindergarten? Prep school? College? PhD programs? Postdoctorate? The higher you get, the further they are away from do no evil and do all good. Agree or disagree? See? And that's because it's total lack of wisdom. You're acquiring knowledge, but you're not acquiring wisdom. There's a huge difference. Okay? And so that's why the fundamental part of this lesson here is the Dharma. When he speaks Dharma, is always there has that element: do no evil, do good. Okay? What's another one after that? Help everyone. Don't just help your own kind. Don't just help people you like, but you should also help people you don't like. Okay? And so that's why this kind of information is not taught at all out there. We're taught how to make money, how to make a living, how to be successful. And we buy into that concept of successful by measures such as money, such as fame, such as recognition, okay? And we don't understand the fundamentals, okay? That's why the Buddha has to, because our teachers, our parents failed us, never taught us properly, so the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas has to come to our world and teach us about those fundamental things. Do no evil, do all good, help all living beings. That's why speaking Dharma is so essential. From the Buddha perspective, only he has wisdom to know it. The Mahasattvas understand it too. That's why they keep on expounding to the limitless living beings to remind them, do no evil, do all good, help everyone. Not just Mexicans, not just white people, not just Jews, everyone. And don't help a Jew at the expense of another race. Okay? Because that's not goodness. He entered the true practice of Supreme Bodhi. This is also a very important part of it. He doesn't simply talk about it. He demonstrates it. He says, do no evil, do all good, help everyone. And I'm doing it. I show you how. That's just very important. You cannot teach your children by saying, do no evil, do all good, and help everyone. Then you turn around and you cheat your taxes. I mean, that's okay. That's legal. Okay? Can't do that. So in Buddhism, See, this is so typical of the best way to teach the next generation, folks. It is so critical, folks. It's not emphasized enough in when you get a degree in education, you get a certificate that you're able to teach in high school, in college, and so forth. Okay? There's no such a thing that certifies you that you know how to teach properly. Okay? So, the certification here is take on what kind of form in Buddhism? By something called true practice. What is true practice? You, yourself, live it. That's a true practice. You don't talk about it, you do it. Because doing it yourself speaks so loudly about what it's about, the principles behind it. So that's why, the people who are gooder, okay, they exude this sense, this sort of positive energy. Anyone? Never mind. Anyone? Okay? They really exude this positive energy that is so attractive to us. You feel like comfortable with them. You kind of like them. One look at them, you like them. They say, you and I share this common thing here, and you don't know what it is. I'm spelling it out for you. It's called gooder. That's why you recognize each other right away. You gooder. Okay? Just like me, you gooder. You like gooder. Is that clear? Go forest, people. It's never about you. What does my girlfriend do for me? My boyfriend do for me? Shame on you. About ask not what your boyfriend can do for you. Ask what you can do for your boyfriend. Because, boys, if all you can think of is the man to feel better, you will always feel bad. Small tip for you of the day. Paste it on your wall. If you depend to feel good, you never will. Meaning that you ask to feel good, means you ask her to do more for you so that you feel better. Okay, notice how I use gooder versus better? Because I just use the word better, which has an entirely different meaning than gooder. Okay? So if you boys think that what is my wife doing, my girlfriend doing, that makes you feel better, okay, you inferior men. The girls you like too much. My DTT girls like it. Think about it, boys. Okay, so the true practice here is doing it yourself, living it yourself. You don't talk about it. You like her enough to drive all the way there to cook for her. Don't be like a man who says, my wife does so many wonderful things for me. No, ask yourself, what have I done for my wife? Is it more than yesterday? Yeah? Mr. Parker looking down, maybe he's... Are you okay, Mr. Park? Yeah, let's hear for Korean men. Okay, that's enough, that's enough. Go ahead, continue.
I'm okay, thank you, Master.
Are you okay? Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing fine here.
You what? He's fine?
I'm having a good time here.
You having a good time? Yeah, okay, yeah, right. Let's stay neutral. So Korean. I like America, but I like China too.
There is an air conditioning construction is going on from tomorrow, and the people are working on the Buddha hall.
Yeah, they're cutting walls and making a lot of noise and dust in our Buddha hall. Okay, very good. Okay, where was I? Okay, so true practice. Okay, it's I'm deviating from the script here. Master Hsuan explained things. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing at all. So true practice here refers to doing it yourself. Okay? You have to do it. You don't talk about it. Okay? You go and you pick up those wildflowers for your woman, if you have one. Because you say, it doesn't apply to me. Damn right. Yeah. Okay, so true practice here is actually, it's very simple. Practice to do, sing. Okay? Is it sing? Yeah, sing. Chinese sing is to do. Sing is walk. You see, you walk the walk. In English, we call it walk the walk. So sing is a Chinese, is walk for walk. True Chen Xing is the true walk. So you have to walk yourself. And what about true? So you walk. How can your walk be true? Only a non-Chinese person will get to dissect it Chinese this way. How do you do a true walk? Huh? How do you true walk? I just saw a video of Michael Jackson moonwalk. Yeah? What is a true walk?
Master, is it coming from true mind?
Coming from true mind. And where is that true mind? Yes, go first.
Dạ thưa thầy, walk with true có nghĩa là walk nhưng mà có nghĩa là tập trung vô cái walk của mình mà không có suy nghĩ về những vấn đề khác à.
Hello, Master. To walk, meaning that we focus on our walking and not thinking about other things.
You don't have to call it true. Just you can call it walking without thinking about other things. Yes, too. Did you have something to say? No?
I feel there's something that's like the mind is aligned with the action. Just like you really believe in, or you really, something is aligned with the mind and action.
You don't know the truth. Yes, sir. One.
Trung Quốc là theo con nghĩ là mình đã làm rồi, kinh nghiệm rồi, cái đó là thật, mình đã nói và làm được rồi.
Hello, Master. To me, I think that it's come from experience. You truly actually walk the way. You have to practice that.
Okay. That's all Northern California. Let's stay with Northern California. Go Forest. Is it different locales have different interpretation of truth, of the truth? Go Forest. Speak up. No? Or forever hold your peace. Okay? How about Southern SoCal, the land of LA Rams and Lakers? No one? San Diego Chargers? No one? Orange County Angels?
Master, I have a question. Can I ask?
Why not?
Master, it's just greedy. So they have to have, they're not disabled. That's why they can walk, right? They have to have the 2 legs before they can walk.
They what?
They have to really walk.
Repeat that, please. It sounds funny. I'm sorry, I was thinking.
So they have to truly walk, meaning that they're not disabled, right?
They're not disabled? Oh, let's not go there. That's not a funny joke at all. Anyone else? Go for us.
Amitabha Master. I think it's in line with Master C that you say things from your experience, not from your thinking.
Experience, not your thinking. That's a lot of thinking. You Vietnam people engage in. Okay, the older they get, the more they think. It should be the opposite. The older you get, the less you should think. Anyone else? Have a land of Spain. Give Spain, the Spain person here sometime, he's kind of slow.
True walk, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Walking without thinking.
Without thinking, walking while others are having a siesta?
Yeah, that will work.
Okay, it's funny. The Chinese has 真实行, okay, and somehow translated as true practice. Okay, how about you Chinese-speaking people? What does it tell you? 真实行. What does it tell you? Should not be true and real practices? This is when, if you can understand Chinese or Vietnamese or Korean, you do have a small edge over the others. because these are the words of the sages. The English words are not from the sages, therefore there's a disconnect, quite a big disconnect, a big chasm. Yes, too.
Master, my difficulty of understanding what is Zhen Shi Xing actually coming from, I don't understand what is superior body. If you can help us understand a little bit of what is Ru Shen Puti, maybe Zhen Shi Xing will come more naturally to us.
Sheng here, good point. Sheng here is better. Okay? They express it as a supreme, but I don't like to think of it as supreme because it's like self-congratulating. Okay? He said, what I do is the best. It's not Buddhist to do that. I frown upon this way of translation, but it's not inaccurate, but it's demeaning to me. It should be a lot more humble than that. Bodhi, for us in Mahayana, we should not think of Bodhi or enlightenment as supreme. I don't like the word supreme. It bothers me. And you still think of supreme, that means that some others are lower than you? That bothers me. You know what I mean? I don't know the subtlety, you understand the subtlety or not. Okay? If you should not think of enlightenment as supreme. To me, it is so arrogant, so self-serving. You think you're so special because you walk the Bodhi path, because you are enlightened. You're so special that everyone else is not as important as you. Therefore, it's okay to sacrifice them. That bothers me. How could you? If you have wisdom, how could you even think like that? So that's why the word supreme, I don't like at all. I rarely use the word supreme because it's not Buddhist to me. Yes, 5.
Master, just for your information, the Shen can be translated as wonderful, can be used as wonderful in certain contexts. So maybe here wonderful is a better way to translate.
No, Sheng here, in the context of Sheng here is not supreme. Supreme is good. It's a good translation, but it's not the best. It's good because it makes the Buddhists feel better. We are supreme Bodhi. We walk in supreme path. What we're doing is the best thing possible. It's not untrue, but it's self-serving. Okay? It's like self-congratulatory. Congratulations, you are on the best path possible, the best thing possible. You should know for yourself, but you should not speak about it. So therefore, I still understand the concept of supreme as Sheng here. Sheng here means superior. The context superior of all the paths you choose, all the things you do. Okay, the Sheng means that this is superior. It's way up there. How often you get to see this? A superior being, like Master Shenhua. I consider him to be a superior human being. How often you get to see them? That's this context. I feel that the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas don't think of themselves as the best, but they want to allude to you, to us. Hey, Sister Victorina, everyone, I'd like you to meet. She used to be a Catholic nun. Look what the cat has brought us. Okay? So, Sheng Puti here to me is superior Bodhi, not supreme. I would prefer the translation as superior Bodhi. Okay, but then to these people, Master Hsuan disciples, to them it's still not good enough. That's why they have to choose Supreme Bodhi, because to me it betrays how they really feel about themselves. And if you're a true Mahayana person, let me remind you, you people, you never think yourself as supreme. Never, ever. If you're true Mahayana. Yes, Vietnam Mahayana.
Con nghĩ cái thắng Bồ Đề này đó, tức là cái trí huệ bát nhã đó, cái trí huệ của Phật đó, cái đó là thắng Bồ Đề, là biết không có sai lầm. Cái thắng Bồ Đề là cái prajna, cái wisdom đó. Cái đó mà chư Phật, cái trí tuệ chư Phật mà Đại Bồ Tát đó. Thành ra cái thắng Bồ Đề là cái nghĩa là vậy, biết không có sai lầm. Thắng là nó cao thượng nhất cái nghĩa đó. Cho mình đọc mỗi lần mà chư Phật y bát nhã ba la mật và thành Phật, ba đời đều nhờ cái thắng Bồ Đề đó.
Translation. No, it's not that. That's not how I read the Chinese character sheng. It's not that.
Hello, Master. So, Thắng Bồ Đề, I think that is the wisdom of Buddha and that they know, and that is no wrong, and that is superior. It's just like the things they say that the Buddha relies on the Prajna Maha Prajna Paramita to become a Buddha. So this is the word superior Bodhi coming from that.
Okay, let me explain to you. And I'm glad you asked and allow me to present to you from my perspective. Okay? If you say that this is the Bodhi, or which is Sanskrit for enlightenment, Bodhi is enlightenment, you say the Bodhi or enlightenment is not wrong, then it's not what Bodhi is about. Okay? Bodhi is not about not being wrong or being right. It doesn't matter. Bodhi could be wrong, could be right. Is my answer to you. Okay? So let me, since I disagree with it, what is my take? My take here, when they use the word sheng in Chinese, or thắng in Vietnamese, or what's it in Korean? Hey! She's sleeping. This is I spend an hour and a half putting these advanced concepts into something that anyone who is first walked in here can understand, and she finds it boring. What is sheng in Korean? What does it mean? Hey, you translator in the back. What is sheng in Korean? What does it mean to you in your language?
Sung is winning.
Winning or better. Yes? You win because you're better. You're better, therefore you're winning. If you get into a contest, you will win. Okay? It's sheng versus shang. Shang is better grades. Sheng here has a competition there. If you compare, there's a comparison there. You compare, this is a winning hand. This is a better. Okay? It's not right. In the Vietnamese word, it has no connotation of right. It has more winning, more superior. Okay? His disciples chose to use the word supreme, which is invincible. But it's not the original intent of Sheng Puti. Sheng Puti is a superior, is a better enlightenment. It's very humble. It's not the best. It never thinks itself, Bodhi never thinks itself as the best. That's not Bodhi, to think of yourself as the best. There's no wisdom if you think of yourself as the best. Is that clear? If you think you're better and you're the best, there's no wisdom in you. You're in a state of confusion. You think, me, I'm better. I'm better monk. I'm better Dharma master. You have no wisdom. I'm better because my master is better. My master is better, yes. But does it mean I'm better? Only the cheats and the scammers would associate themselves with the master who is a better man so that they're better. If they understand the master's dharma, they would never use the word supreme. Never, ever. Okay? You're so much better that you become humble. Supreme is that you require to be up there. Number one, Supreme Falun Gong, Supreme Master, Supreme Leader, Supreme, okay? Because you want to be the best. You see yourself as having no parallel, has no equal. Whereas superior is that it's even better than supreme when you think about it. If they're supreme, you say, I'm superior. So you are superior to supreme. Okay? Excuse me. Guess what? Time is up. I still haven't made headway. I only made 2 slides. I'm still nowhere near these verses, at the end of these verses. Yes, 2. I think they shut it down already. Thank you very much.
Master, after you explain what is superior body, I think I have a sense of what is Zhen Shi Xing. It's actually like, you actually already said it. It's the real living it. Like whatever enlightenment, wisdom, you get it. You don't just practice in the spiritual realm. You use it in your daily life. You live it. You live the principle. You live the wisdom. You use it. It's in the real world. That's how I feel.
That's it. Thank you. We stop here. Exactly. Zhen Shi Xing here refers to if you really have it, you are living it, you're doing it, you're it. It's not something you talk about. You're it. You talk about it, you live it, you breathe it, you eat it, you sleep it. It's a Zhen Shi Xing is that it's a whole bowl of wax. Really. There's no pretense. Okay? Exactly. That's what it is. Does it help everyone? The Chinese languages, these verses are so beautiful that I urge you to learn Chinese or Korean or Vietnamese or whatever, because as long as you have the equivalent of these Chinese characters, you have access to the depth of their teachings. It's not available in English, unfortunately. See, it took us about 45 minutes to discuss Zhen Shi Xing, and until a stroke of luck, and the last 20 seconds, that's when my point came out. Okay? It's there. You are it. It's nothing else besides it. You don't say that I am practiced true when I'm at the temple, when I'm go home, I can be a different person. Okay? No, you are 24/7. Zhen Shi. Okay? It's no need to put on an act. Okay? You're it, whether you're in the kitchen, you're in the bathroom, where you're shopping in Union Square. Okay? It's the whole thing. You. all of you. Whatever you do, wherever you are, it's all of you. It's the true you, the real you. You don't need to put on facade when you are with someone that you like. With someone you don't like, you put on different, you take on a different attitude. Okay? See, Nacho, my boy, let me teach you something about Chen Shu Xing. Okay? About the real and true and real practice of a man. Okay, the other men I go for is 2 now. It's not for you. It's only for Nacho. Okay? Here's my Spanish boy. Chen Shu Xing here of a man is that he's willing to look like an idiot and suffer for his girl. This is the best advice I can give to a man. Look at the girls like it. You don't talk. You suffer. As soon as she carries a part of everything, she no, let me, please, let me. You know, say, I don't want to do. What if it's too heavy for me? If it's too heavy for you, you fall, look like a fool. You got it? You're not afraid to look bad because you're a man. I'm calm. It's not supposed to be safe. Men are not supposed to stay on the safe side. It's women on the safe side. Unless things have changed since I was born. Okay. Nowadays, I don't know where it is anymore. But for my era, men, we're supposed to look like fools. We're supposed to make a fool ourselves. To say, I love you so much. Please, please, don't hurt me. Have pity. I'm fragile. Okay, and this is why you guys miss what I have in my era. The French songs, those Frenchmen are idiots. They're stupid. They're weak. They say, I love you so much, I could die for you. I'd do anything for you. Trample on me because it would make me so happy. You even consider trampling on me and, you know, on my head, you know. You guys in this generation, and Tung and Jung and Nacho, you are so weak. You're so afraid to get hurt. We want women to hurt us. And that's why they find us so adorable in my era. I'm kidding. Thank you, everyone. Have a great week.